all this you just enumerated, a lot of people do that in their businesses, albeit not consciously. They don't know they're practicing project management. But it seems to me that that's still in half measures.
Yes. So
how do they complete the process to get the kind of effect that they should get? Because it seems to me there are a lot of losses when half measures are employed in executing project management.
Well, that's where knowledge comes in. That's where studying and cultivating the habit of going into study. Either you could go, information has become democratized these days. You go on the internet, you just go on the Wikipedia. It's for shared, where you can download the full book on different aspects on different areas of life, anything you want to study. So that's information is paid, and of course there are a lot of organizations that dispense information. These are training firms where information is required, and you can go and learn. So information is available, and people have to do this thing in full measure. And as for me, that's one of the things we need to do for our national life. We need to move from half measures to full measure. Okay, churches, organizations, individuals, whatever the sector, has to move from half measure to full measure. And one of the things that will help people
What exactly constitutes that?
Well, one moment. The issues that the people think that people say is that there are excuses about this cannot be done. These principles are only applicable in Europe, and when you go to Europe or in America, they will tell you that these things are only applicable in Africa. So really, that people give excuses. But for the people that have gone through the entire gamut of the process and have gone through the full measure, result is just inevitable. And the things we need to do to achieve that is, number one, the bedrock is awareness.
Okay.
Awareness has to be done, and that's one of the things we do. We create awareness about, we create these trainings. It goes as a fee anyway, but awareness has to be made. People need to pay the price of knowledge. I once heard one of the leading brand consultants in this country say one day, when he was starting up, somebody offered him a free training, and he invited his friends. And the training was free, but it was a full, very good training, okay? And it was going to afford them the opportunity of learning how to start up the business. He invited his friend, and the woman that offered him the training then was even offering them a tea break and I think some meal for lunch.
All for free?
All for free for a couple of days. He devoted the time he attended the training. He has reached the peak of his career now, and he said in concluding that his colleagues and friends that did not pay the price of learning at that point, they were still moving up and down, they are still at survival stage. So for everybody, when you go to school and you have a first degree, either HND or first degree, there's always a difference between someone that spends his time on the streets not learning everything, not learning anything. There's always a difference between a community, a church, an organization that has paid the price of knowledge, than people that are just dilly-dallying and are not paying the price of knowledge.
But some folks will argue that being street smart is just okay.
There's a place for everything, but you cannot call the place of knowledge.
All right.
Knowledge is the bedrock, is the basis. From there, we begin to build the bedrock of practice,
Must you be learned
experience.
to get that?
You don't need to be learned in and out of code to be a project manager, okay? But you need to be aware. You need to be able to read, and to be able to read, you just need the basic. Access the information, then begin to practice.